Yeah, Ramesh ji, please unmute.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, what is the difference between railway revenue, capital expenditure, DRF and DF, sir?
Yeah,
Sir,
that
good evening,
will
sir.
conduct one big topic. We'll discuss
Sir,
later.
good evening, sir. Ramesh
good
Baba.
evening, Ramesh ji. Ramesh ji, tell me.
Sir, delegation power of powers to general manager for consultation contract.
Hmm.
So up to 10 crores with concurrence of PFA and CAO, ceiling of 5 crore is same as works also different, sir.
Yeah, that is difference. The nature of
Okay.
contract is different. Works are entirely different. Consultancy is separate.
And also revenue also, sir.
Revenue,
Tenders.
there is no sanction powers. Revenue, normally salaries, all these things, no sanction is not required.
मीन्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का सीलिंग अलग है और आपका
Yes, yes.
वर्क्स का भी अलग है. थैंक यू सर.
Yeah, Ankur ji, please quick. We'll start the
Good
session.
evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Hello. Good. Sir, today
Yeah.
morning you tell that first two numbers are the demand numbers.
Yes.
I was reading somewhere it says that it is the source of funding. This is 20
That is
capital,
the
something
capital
like that.
allocation.
Okay, that's the capital allocation. Okay.
Already I told you now, today's topic, it is only revenue classification.
Revenue. Yes, sir.
Capital next week will conduct.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Ganji, last query. Please quick.
Sir, demand numbers are 14 is the appropriation to fund, but it is the appropriation, then how it is demand, sir?
Yeah, because see, we are asking parliament permission for appropriation to fund. See, it is a amount, XYZ amount is there. From that amount, it is also like a spending. If you are putting the other fund means it is a outgoing. So this outgoing also it is a required parliament permission. So that's why it is called under demand.
So this demand will be sent to the capital 2021
Yes,
like.
exactly. We are providing under revenue demand, but expenditure is the 16. That is the unique.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
From
Thank you, sir.
where you got the money, you got money from XYZ. This is the revenue income. So we have to kept in the fund. That way we require parliament permission. Okay. That's why appropriation to funds is the demand number 14, but spending from the fund is the demand number 16. Okay.
But that is for the capital, na, sir.
Pardon?
How, sir? The demand number 16 is for the only for the construction capital asset, sir.
Capital means construction of asset. You are, see, from salary it is your revenue income. From salary you save something and you can construct the house. Na? Same thing in railways also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Yeah, Pradeep ji, last query. Yeah, any other queries? We'll check law and yeah, last query.
Canon of financial properties, sir.
Pardon?
Canon of financial properties.
Yeah, I'll share the write-up and we'll discuss one Sunday.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Sir, please start the session, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, participants will prepare one Google document. That is the shareable document. Any queries, whether it is an establishment or financial, please mention in that document. Tomorrow I will upload the document and we will address all these queries in the document. Okay. Yeah. So thank you, sir.
Okay. Sir, please confirm. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Visible. Sir, if possible, please.
I will zoom it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
मैं वही कर रहा हूँ. Right?
Yeah, it is
Enough,
okay,
sir?
Enough, sir.
Okay. Why? Because I will incorporate in between and then I will share that, right?
Yes,
Including
sir.
my.
Good idea. Good idea.
That will be the useful for our participants.
Yes, sir.
So good evening all. So हम पहले क्लास में we have discussed about the promotion rules, right? Now we are going to discuss the very important seniority rules, right? Yes, seniority rules, it will be useful for your examination point of view. एक और दो क्वेश्चन आएगा, नहीं तो नहीं भी आएगा, चलेगा वो. But in your life, in your as a railway employee, you should know your own fundamental right that your seniority should be fixed properly. And sometimes due to oversight or willfully or due to lack of knowledge on seniority rules, right? Sometimes your seniority may be fixed at the lower number, right? Irrespective of as per your eligibility. So today we are going to discuss all the aspects where the seniority of a railway servant is fixed while he is in service. So seniority का मतलब first you should know the definition of seniority. Before that, all the railway servants seniority rules have been briefly discussed in chapter 3 of IREM volume 1, right? Chapter 3 of IREM volume 1, or you can refer master circular number 34 also with regard to the instructions on seniority, how to fix the seniority of a railway servant, right? So definition of seniority, it is nothing that your position in your cadre, right? आप लाइन पे कहाँ खड़े हो, right? Where you are standing in your cadre for the promotion or posting and other service privileges also, right? So seniority determines the relative position of railway servants within a cadre or grade. Okay. So your place for the, and it governs, it is useful for the, आपको promotion मिलना बोले तो as per the seniority we will issue the promotion orders. Sometimes while issuing the posting orders also we keep in mind that senior person should not be posted far away from the present place or something, right? And the junior person can be posted to any place. So, and it will be useful for your service privileges also. Sometimes we make the senior most person as the in charge of the sections or something, or we give them some privileges or higher responsibilities, right? Because of their seniority. जितना सीनियरिटी नंबर अच्छा होगा उतना आपको you will get the benefit. Okay, then this is nothing but this general principle for seniority. Seniority is normally determined either by the order of merit at the time of initial appointment, if there is no mandatory training in training school. If training is involved, the seniority will be determined based on the merit of the end examination conducted after the training. Okay, so always merit will take the part in deciding your seniority, right? Merit in the written examination or any end of the training कुछ exam है तो your seniority will be decided. And these are the various aspects where we fix the seniority of a railway servant, right? पहले हम देख लेंगे seniority in initial recruitment get, that is nothing but at the time of your appointment, and in that also two criteria will be there. What one with mandatory training, कुछ posts like ALP, right? Example ALP, then station master. For these posts there will be a mandatory, and JE also. JE also there will be a mandatory training, and without mandatory training like a helper, right, or junior clerk or senior clerk, these people will take the training in service only, right? They need not to go for any mandatory training, will not be there. But where some posts it is mandatory training, they have to pass the end examination training also. and seniority on promotion, mutual exchange, and in mutual exchange also same grade and cadre. Example, OS to OS, right? OS to OS, or one AA to AA. Participants, please note that don't text me anything while I'm जब मैं क्लास ले रहा था ना, जब मैं बोल रहा था, don't text anything, it will distract me. Okay. Then voluntary reversion to lower grade post. Example, one senior ALP is exchanging to, right, ALP. Okay. Then mutual transfer with the different community transfer. दोनों OS है, OS to OS only, but one belongs to UR community and another one belongs to SC community, right? So otherwise, you take the example of senior clerk, right? One belongs to your community and another one belongs to another senior clerk of which him is exchanging is belongs to. So it is a different community. And another one thing is the next is transfer in the interest of administration, right? Administration interest pe we are transferring some employee from one railway to another railway or one office to another office. Then transfer on own request, right? Own request. Okay. Then medically decategorized railway servants. Then redeployed surplus staff. So these are the various aspects where we fix up the seniority of a railway servant. Now we will see one by one in detail. Okay. So where there is a mandatory training is there. Normally we recruit all the employments, we recruit to the DR quota vacancies only, right? Employee may be recruited either recruitment through either recruitments made either RRB or RRC. अगर level 1 है तो RRC or CG appointment only, right? Appointments. Okay. So if there is a mandatory training is there, right? The seniority will be determined based on the end examination merit. Seniority will be determined based on the end exam training merit. Okay, end exam में जो merit आता है वो exam का merit when they are senior, right, directed for the initial recruitment training, mandatory training, right, and to the training schools with mandatory training to the training schools. There must be word called in mandatory training में training schools का word रहना है, then only it will be applicable, right? Some people may be sent for the some refresher course or something. अपना trackman भी है. For them we send for some refresher course before they are deputing or deployed on regular post, right? That will not be a mandatory training, and there won't be any end examination will not be there. It will be treated as a training only, but there won't be any end examination will not be there. So then recruitments made, the seniority will be determined based on the end exam training merit only. इसमें भी there are certain aspects are there, right? One is कभी कभी आप लोगों को डाउट आता है if 100 candidates selected, right? 100 candidates, one panel issued by RRB. Due to this non-availability of training facilities for all the 100 candidates, I will send them in, right? Sent training in batches. Sent training in batches, right? Different batches. Then how their seniority is should be fixed means, right? If मान लीजिए आप 20 लोगों को एक एक बैच किया था हम, we send them in 5 batches, right? We send them in 5 batches. So these people seniority will be determined, right, duly clubbing all the batches, right? Clubbing all the batches of same panel and these, right? And the seniority will be fixed. Will be fixed as per the end exam merit, right? So we have to club all the 5 batches if they belongs to same panel only, right? Agar different panel ka hai to you need not to worry. If they belongs to same panel, right? They're right. All the candidates, agar 5 batch mein bicha hai, all the 5 batches should be clubbed together, and all the batches of same panel, and the seniority will be fixed as per the end exam merit, right? This is one aspect. And another one thing is that you all are aware that for SC/ST candidates, right? SC/ST candidate, for them, first training will be, right, with a stipend. First time training will be with a stipend. And if they fail, second training will also be with a stipend. Second training, right, with a stipend. And third will be no stipend. Third batch training will be no stipend, right? So there will be a chances of failing of candidate also, right? There will be a chances of failing the candidate. So for your candidate, no, you are no stipend, right? So for SC/ST, one additional chance will be there. So SC/ST candidates, if they fail first training, they are eligible for the second training with a stipend and third training without a stipend. If in third also, if they fail, they have to go back to the home only. They will not be appointed in railways. In case of UR candidate, they can be first training with a stipend and the second training no stipend. So seniority of a person who failed in the first training, right? Seniority of a candidate failed in first batch training, right? First instance training, right? So definitely these people who are, मान लीजिए we called, right? There are 100 members, right? 100 members, all were in 5 batches हम किया था, right? Among them 100 members, 99 passed. 99 passed, and as per their merit, their seniority has been, right, as per their merit, seniority fix हो जाएगा. One candidate failed, right, will be subjected for the retraining in subsequent batch. हम retraining करवाएंगे उसको in subsequent batch, right? So अब मान लीजिए subsequent batch is the other than the first panel वाला, right? Other than this 100 panel, right? 100 panel member से हम batch में करवाएंगे. Then their seniority, his seniority, the person who failed the seniority in person failed in the first panel, right, will become junior to his panel member only. It means that after 99, right, 99 plus this one candidate, so he should be placed at a 100th position, right? Irrespective of his merit, he should be placed at a 100th place only, right? 100th place. He will not become junior to his other than his batchmates or his panel mates, right? So he will become the junior to his own batch only, right? And इसके बाद जो subsequent batch वालों का seniority हम fix करते हैं. Subsequent batch seniority will be fixed. And another one aspect is that right? Our aspect, if two candidates secure same mark, two candidates secures the same marks in end exam training, right? So their seniority will be fixed, right? Seniority will be fixed based on the, right, date of birth, right? Date of birth. Older one will get the seniority benefit, right? अगर मान लीजिए दोनों का डेट ऑफ बर्थ आल्सो सेम, राइट? इफ DOB is the same, right? Is दोनों का both DOB is same, then हम alphabetical order of the name देख लें, right? Of the name. If names also same, right? Their marks are equal, date of birth is equal, right? And names also equal. Names are also equal, right? Same. Then we will see the alphabetical order of their father name, right? इससे नीचे नहीं जाएगा, अगर नीचे गए तो भी हमारे पास कोई रूल नहीं है, राइट? इफ टू कैंडिडेट secure, right, the same marks in end exam training or any training, okay, then seniority will be fixed based on the date of birth. Older one will be given the benefit, seniority benefit. If date of birth is the same, then alphabetical order of the name only. And if names are also equal, same, then alphabetical order of father name will be taken into K. So same issue will be there. This is for the direct recruit, right? For direct recruiting, जो initially appoint होके आ रहा है उसको लिए. अगर हमारा रेलवे सर्वेंट है, they are already working as some post, right, for promotion. अगर promotion पे है तो, right? So how their seniority should be fixed? If both candidates secure same marks, right, for promotion, in the case of promotion, so their seniority will be fixed, right, based on the date of entry in the lower grade, immediate lower grade. सपोज मान लीजिए कोई एक जेई आया, जेई पोस्ट के लिए दोनों प्रमोट ही है, बोथ आर केम फ्रॉम सीनियर टेक, राइट? सीनियर टेक टू जेई एग्जाम, सीनियर टेक टू जेई प्रमोशन के लिए दे हैव अटेंडेड द एग्जामिनेशन, राइट? Then if both got the same marks, then their date of fixed based on the date of entry in the lower grade. अगर लोअर ग्रेड भी सेम है तो नेक्स्ट लोअर ग्रेड पे जाएंगे. अगर लोअर ग्रेड सेम आल्सो, देन आल्सो विल गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट लोअर ग्रेड. अगर उसके बाद भी अगर सेम है दोनों का डेट ऑफ अपॉइंटमेंट, डेट ऑफ समथिंग विल बी देयर, देन डेट ऑफ बर्थ सेम है तो अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर सेम पोजीशन विल बी देयर. So the training of the seniority of the employee for whom mandatory training is there, their seniority will be fixed based on the, right, based on the end exam merit only. If same batch people have been sent in different batches for training, then all the batches should be clubbed together and seniority should be fixed. Same panel only, right? Same panel RRB people hai to. Then anyone fails in the first instance training, and if they are subjected for the retraining, then they will be placed on the bottom of their panel only, bottom of their batch or panel only. They will not become junior to their subsequent batch, though he appeared at the end examination in the subsequent batch training. Okay. So if two candidates secures the same marks in the end exam training, for direct recruiting, date of birth will be taken into criteria, If date of birth is same, alphabetical order of the name, and if names also same, alphabetical order of the father will be taken. If two candidates are प्रमोशन के लिए अगर दो कैंडिडेट को सेम मार्क्स मिला तो their seniority will be fixed based on the date of entry into the lower grade, right? So seniority of the employees where there is no mandatory training is there, right? So their seniority will be fixed. Seniority will be fixed based on the RRB मेरिट only, right? RRB में जिन लोगों को अच्छा मेरिट आया है वो मेरिट के हिसाब से हम सीनियरिटी का फिक्स कर देते हैं, right? Where there is a mandatory training, this is the criteria. And sometimes in mandatory training also, sometimes, right, if some of the DR and promotees, right, promotees are subjected to the training in same batch, right? Some of the DR and promotees are subjected the same training, right? Subjected to the training in same batch. Then their seniority will be fixed, right? Seniority fixed. First, we have to keep one PR, right? Fixed, starting from PR quota, right? Quota and one DR quota and another PR and another DR, like this, right? Etc. Okay. So we have to prepare the two merit list, one PR merit list and a DR merit list, right? Separate merit list, right? Separate merit list बना लेना है, right? One PR merit and DR merit. Okay. So first we have to start with the first candidate will be PR, right? Those who secured good marks end of the examination में जिनको अच्छा मार्क मिला है उसको हम PR को रख देंगे and it will be followed by one DR and third PR and fourth DR again PR. Then we have to give the priority to the promoting, right? Then DR, like this, etc. We have to assign the relevant seniority of the employees when DR and promoted quota are subjected to the training in the same batch, right? And another one instance in the direct recruitment quota batches is that, right, employee not reported to duty within the prescribed time limit. Prescribed time limit, right? Due to his own reasons, right? Due to his own reasons. कुछ रीजन वो कुछ भी पता है नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं है, but he is responded late to the duty, reported to training within the not reported to training within the prescribed time limit due to his own reasons, then his seniority, right, will be determined by the as per the orders of the appointing authority, as per the orders of the, right, appointing authority. He may be placed on bottom of the, right, bottom of his batchmates, his batch or panel mates, right? अगर single batch है, so he will be placed on the bottom of his batchmates. or panel mates. And another one aspect is there that employee reported to the training, but he took the permission from the administration, right? Right? Employee not report to training within the prescribed limit, right? And obtained the permission of the administration, right? So his seniority will be protected, right? Within his batchmates, right? Within his batch or panel. उसका हम प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे क्योंकि he has taken the approval of the administration to report to the training late due to various reasons, and appropriate authority has permitted him to take the, right? He has taken the approval of the administration. If employee is not reported to duty due to various reasons which are not attributable to the government or administration, then his seniority will be placed. A competent authority will decide, right? He may be placed on bottom of these batchmates, or he may be provided for the, right, protection of seniority also. Protection of seniority also. It is up to the competent authority or appointing authority to decide the whether he should forego the seniority or his this thing. Okay. And sometimes we grant the, right, any increments, right, additional increments at the time of outstanding sports person. For outstanding sports person, right, we give the additional increments, right, other than their initial pay in the grade, right, will not be eligible for any seniority. Okay. So where there is without mandatory training, example helpers or senior clerks, junior clerk or accounts assistant, their seniority will be fixed based on their, right, RRB or RRC merit only. And in case of CG candidate, right, his date of appointment to regular post, right, date of appointment to working post or regular post, working post will be, right, will determine his seniority. उसका seniority हम date of appointment working post के, right, will determine his seniority. Okay. So these are the where the seniority of a railway servant is fixed based on the where there is a mandatory training is there, where there is no mandatory training. And seniority on promotion, simple thing, right? Simple thing that panel seniority will be maintained. Panel seniority will be maintained irrespective of the joining time. कोई पूछते रहता है irrespective of the joining time, right? Some people says that, right, जो जल्दी ज्वाइन हो जाएगा उसको सीनियरिटी मिल जाएगा. इट इज नॉट करेक्ट, राइट? सो सीनियरिटी ऑन प्रमोशन, सपोज आप मान लीजिए एग्जांपल के लिए वी हैव इश्यूड पैनल ऑफ 1 is Rama and 2 is, right, 2 is some Lakshman, just for example, right, third is Bhim. So this is the panel seniority. As per the panel seniority, I have issued Rama is the first, Lakshman is the second, Bhima is the third one, right? अगर Lakshman is joined today, right? आज का डेट हो गया 8, right? 8/2/26 को ज्वाइन हुआ, and Lakshman on the date of itself 15/1/2026 को ज्वाइन हो गया. So मान लीजिए डेट ऑफ ऑर्डर, right, डेट ऑफ promotion order is 15/1/2026. Okay. Then Bhima is joined on 18/1/2026. Though Rama joins later than his juniors, his seniority, he will not lose his seniority, right? Due to administrative reasons or due to exigencies of services, he may be relieved or he may be affected due to some leave or something, right? So joining prior to senior, the senior will not lose the seniority. So seniority on promotion, all the promotions, you have to check the panel seniority only. Only panel seniority will be maintained irrespective of the joining time, right? So when mutual exchange is there, so there are three types of mutual exchanges are there, okay? One is in same cadre, grade and grade, like example OS to OS and AA to AA, right? Then their seniority, right? Both will share the juniors seniority, right? Both will share this juniors seniority. Example, suppose one person is there, his date of entry into OS as 1/1/2020. Whereas he is exchanging with one of the OS whose date of entry is as OS is right. So 1/1/2025. In among these two, right? Among these two, if मान लीजिए इन दोनों का नाम, एक का नाम है X, एक का नाम है Y. Y is junior, so both after mutual exchange, right? After mutual transfer, either it may be both's date of entry, right, will become 1/1/2025 only. Here senior will be losing some seniority, whereas a junior is not losing anything, right? So in mutual exchange, in the same grade or cadre, right? Same grade or cadre, then both will share the seniority of the junior employees seniority. Okay. And in case of voluntary reversion to lower grade post, suppose one senior ALP is there, his date of entry into, right, date of entry into senior ALP मान लीजिए आप 1/1/2020, and here his ALP is appointed on 1/1/2018, right? Even though both seniority will be fixed, right, at bottom of the seniority, in new unit, right? दोनों का न्यू यूनिट में दोनों बॉटम ही जाना पड़ेगा, right, irrespective of their date of joining, right? And this voluntary reversion to lower grade post is allowed only in DR quota post only, right? So here senior ALP there is no DR quota, ALP के लिए DR quota है, so this person should go as ALP only, and both seniority will be fixed in the ALP on bottom of the seniority of all the temporary and regular employees existing as on their reporting in the new seniority unit. They will become junior to all the employees who are existing temporary as well as regular employees who are working on that day in that cadre or grade. Okay. Then mutual transfer with the different community staff. Example, senior clerk UR and senior clerk SC. So mutual, right? Mutual transfer with different community. Different community is eligible only where there is, right, DR quota element is there. DR quota element है तो is available. Then only different community people can exchange. Otherwise, in same community, both same community. Suppose here I have gave the example of OS and OS, right? Here only, right? Same community only eligible, right? Same community only eligible, right? So, mutual transfer with a different community is eligible only where there is a DR quota element is available. Suppose senior clerk is there. Senior clerk, some part of DR quota is there. It is applicable. Agar cheap OS cheap OS, it is 100%, right? 100% it is a promotional quota. So not eligible. Different community wala, they cannot exchange with the different community because रिजर्वेशन रोस्टर ये हो जाता है, इधर उधर हो जाएगा, राइट? इधर अगर एससी आ गया, ही विल नॉट फिट इन द यूआर पोस्ट में फिट होता है एससी, मगर वो डिफरेंस आ जाता है, and the UR cannot be fit in the SC community roster. That's why different community people where there is no DR quota element is there, it is not eligible. So when there is a different community, seniority will be fixed on bottom seniority only, right? On bottom seniority only, we have to fix up the seniority where different community people are exchanged, right? On mutual exchange. So mutual exchange में तीन चीज है, एक सेम कैडर एंड ग्रेड एंड सेम कम्युनिटी. एग्जाम्पल OS to OS, junior employee seniority will be exchanged both. Okay. Voluntary reversion to lower grade post, example senior ALP to ALP, right, is allowed only where there is a DR quota. Both seniority will be fixed at the bottom of the seniority in new unit of the all the regular employees as well as the temporary railway servants also. And mutual transfer with a different community staff, it is also applicable only where there is some part of DR quota element is there, right? At least some part of DR quota element shall be there to applicable. Then seniority will be fixed on bottom of the seniority only. And the transfer in the interest of administration, right? Kahan bhi bijao aap administration interest, seniority will be protected. Seniority will be protected, right? So example, ex-cadre post, right? Ex-cadre post. Some people may go as a instructor. His seniority will be remains here only. He is posted or transferred on deputation or ex-cadre post, right? Due to administrative reason. So his seniority will be intact and his seniority will be protected. Then transfer on own request, right? So on own request, bottom of the seniority one, right? Bottom of the seniority of the existing, right? Permanent and existing all the permanent and temporary railway servants only. Okay. So bottom, when it is a own request transfer, right? Their seniority will be fixed in the bottom of the seniority only. So yeah, anyhow we are discussing about the transfer on own request, right? Transfer on own request के लिए conditions, right? Conditions for IRRT or IDRT. Okay. Pile we will see IRRT only. Okay. Conditions for the IRRT. 5 years service, right? 5 years mandatory service रहना है from the date of their appointment. Okay. Appointment means it includes the right training also. but 5 years not required. किसको not required है? Not required. This service condition is not required. One is spouse ground transfer, right? Spouse ground. And second one is PWBD employee. And third one is if the employee is a caretaker of a PWBD child, caretaker of a PWBD child. Okay. And fourth is, right, if widow is appointed on CZ, right? So these are the conditions not required. 5 years service condition is not required for the in case spouse ground transfer. If the employee is belonging to PWBD employee, if the employee is a caretaker of a PWBD child, and if the widow is appointed on CZ, right? Otherwise, so IRRT is only to the DR quota post on, right? DR quota vacancy only. Okay, and should fulfill DR quota qualification, right? These are the conditions for the this IRRT, right? And the conditions for the IDRT. So it will be on bottom seniority only. Okay. And conditions for the IRRT, IDRT, no 5 years service condition, no 5 years is required, right? And only DR quota vacancy only should fulfill the DR quota qualification on bottom senior. Right? These are the conditions for the IDRT and IRRT. And this is a medically decategorized staff fixing of seniority of medically decategorized employees who are made medically decategorized and later they have been provided with alternative employment on medical grounds, right? Alternative employment on medical grounds, right? We should not call them as medically decategorized railway servant, absorption of medically decategorized servant. The correct word should be used is that alternative employment on medical grounds. This is the correct word as per the railway boards, right? Instructions, we have to use the word of alternative employment on medical grounds to the railway servants, right? So their seniority will be protected, right? Seniority will be protected from the date of their entry into the, right, into the relevant grade. Okay, ये कैसा होता है, we will see this, right? So there will be a some, right? हाँ, अगर मान लीजिए कोई एक एलपी गुड्स है, बिकॉज आवर running staff, because of their strenuous nature of job, they used to get decategorized, right? Mostly. So LP goods date of entry is in level 6, right? Date of entry into level 6 post is. So as per the chapter 13 of IRM, the medically decategorized employees should be, as far as possible, they should be redeployed or provided with alternative employment in the equivalent grades only. Okay, they should be provided in the equivalent grade only. So date of entry into level 6 मान लीजिए आप 2020 and he is medically decategorized on 1/1/2023, right? and provided with the alternative employment on medical grounds. Okay. Alternative employment on medical grounds, right? Provided with alternative employment on medical grounds on 1/1/2024. So the period between, right? The period between medical decategorization and alternative employment on medical grounds is 1 year, right? So between medical decategorization and AEMG is 1 year. So when you are fixing his seniority, right? So he is provided as a OS. So when you are fixing his seniority as OS, right? Actually, it should be done from the date of his entry into, right, level 6. So as a level 6 is 1/1/2020, but there is some, right, non-fortuitous or fortuitous service, right? This service is not useful for anything, right? This is called there are two words are there, right? One is a fortuitous service and a non-fortuitous service. Okay, fortuitous service का मतलब है service rendered by chance or staff gap arrangement without following prescribed rules, usually ad hoc or local, right? Which does not count for seniority, right? So fortuitous service, this is the fortuitous service, right? Fortuitous service matlab hai once any people, right, they declared surplus, right? Any employee declared surplus or medically decategorized, right? He should not be worked. He should not work against the revenue post. जो उसका post है, he will not work. His salary will be derived, duly creating a supernumerary post, right? Supernumerary post create करना है. Once the employee is made surplus, one supernumerary post will be created for him, right? With finance concurrence and approval of DRM, right? So when we create this supernumerary post, an employee declared surplus or medical decategorized or for outstanding sports persons, outstanding out of turn promotion or out of turn promotions to the sports persons, right? So these are the three criteria, right? Occasions where we create the special supernumerary post or supernumerary post, right? So any employee declared surplus or medically decategorized or for out of turn promotion, right, to the sports persons, supernumerary post will be created with the finance concurrence and approval of DRM or PHOD in the case of, right, headquarters. So this special supernumerary post are, right, it's incumbent के लिए create करते हैं, right? It is specific. Supernumerary posts are, right, it is specific to the incumbent, right, and will be abolished automatically on vacation of the post by the incumbent, right, due to retirement or death or regular promotion. This is with about the supernumerary post. So this medically decategorized employee whose date of entry into level 6 is 1/1/20, and medically decategorized on 1/1/2023. Alternative employment provided as on 1/1/2024. He joined, right? Alternative employment joined on, right? So the period between medical decategorization and AEMG is 1 year. This is fortuitous service, right? Not counted for the seniority purpose. इसका मतलब है this is a 1 year service against which he worked against the supernumerary post. His seniority is neither in the LP goods nor in the OS category. So his seniority will be fixed, duly deducting that fortuitous service. हम 1/1/2020 से हम सीनियरिटी देंगे, प्रोटेक्शन करवाएंगे, right? But that we have to delete that fortuitous service which is not countable for the seniority. So we'll see that his date of entry into cadre will be 1/1/2021, right? As OS, his seniority as OS will be counted from 1/1/21, duly deducting the fortuitous service, right? Fortuitous का service का मतलब है which is not counted for the purpose of, right, this seniority. Okay, so his service will be counted from the date of his date of entry into the OS will be determined as 1/1/21, duly deducting. Actually, he is eligible from 1/1/2020, but because of this fortuitous service between, right, this medical decategorization and AEMG, we have deducted that service and fixed his seniority at 1/1/21. Okay. Then redeployed surplus staff, right? Redeployed surplus staff, right? Redeployed surplus staff not eligible for the protection of seniority. Protection of seniority, right? They will be fixed on the bottom of seniority only, right? What is the meaning of redeployed surplus, right? Surplus means due to closure of any unit, right, or due to surrender of posts as per the advice of railway board or work study organization. Sometimes we surrender the live posts, right, due to redundant posts. Sometimes we surrender the redundant posts also. So they are not eligible for the protection of seniority. They will be fixed on the bottom of seniority only, right? So seniority on promotion, we have already seen that the order of panel position will determine the seniority in the promoted grade, right? So seniority on transfer on request, the employee will be placed below all the existing employees in the new seniority unit. On administrative transfer, the executive seniority will be protected. On deputation, the seniority will be protected. So seniority in case of delay in promotion, if an employee's promotion is delayed for administrative reasons, not due to his seniority will be fixed if he had been promoted along with his juniors. That is nothing but pro forma promotion or something. Seniority of employees on deputation or foreign service, their seniority will be lien and seniority will be protected. When a person will lose the seniority, कब lose होता है? Seniority can be affected by resignation and reappointment. If anyone is resigned from his service, right? Actually, one employee is there, suppose X, मान लीजिए, he is a date of appointment for seniority purpose, everything we are determining as 1/1/2020, but he resigned, right? Resigned the railway service, or technical resignation, resignation, right? On 1/1/2025, and after 10 days, right? So 10 days he requested for the rejoining. It is very rare and rare of the cases, right? I think Railway Board is the competent authority to consider that rejoining, right? So then if he permitted to rejoin, agar मान लीजिए he is permitted to rejoin today, so his seniority, right? Seniority will be from today only, right? He will become junior to all the existing people. Okay. Then break in service. Break in service कब आता है? Suppose employee is participated in illegal strike. Participated in illegal strikes में participate किया तो without the knowledge of the illegal strikes, or if employee is removed from service, right? Removed from or dismissal, right? Dismissal from service as per DR and later modified for fresh entrant, right? His seniority has been modified and so removed and dismissal from service as per DR and later modified for fresh entrant. Then the date of removal from service to reinstatement, right? Reinstatement will be treated as a break-in service. And own request also, he will lose his joining, and non-joining after promotion without valid reason, right? So if administration fault is there, he is eligible for that seniority. If he takes on his own violation, if he won't join the promotion, then also he may lose his seniority. Then lien means nothing but when the employee is right transferred or deputation or transferred to new post or deputation or foreign service, acting in another post, leave or suspension, during the suspension or during the leave period, pending confirmation. So lien will be protected and employees. लीन मीन्स नथिंग बट यूर सीनियरिटी में आपका पोजीशन रहना है, राइट? So lien nothing but it is a employee has been assigned to hold a regular post even while temporarily absent from it for reasons like leave, deputation or suspension. It ensures the employee has a secure claim to their permanent post and can return to it when their temporary assignment ends, right? That is the lien. And one more thing is that और एक चीज है इसमें, sometimes DR actions, right? DR actions, effect of DR on DR punishments, actually punishments on seniority. Okay, so if disciplinary authority, right, disciplinary authority is nothing commented, right, on seniority in the penalty order, the seniority of the railway servant will be, right, protected, right, will be protected. Kuch bhi, no effect on the seniority, right? If any effect on the seniority, right, if DA is nothing commented on seniority in the penalty order, the seniority of the railway servant will be protected. And दूसरा ये कि ये sometimes the employee is imposed with the penalty of, right? If employee is debarred for promotion, right, for indefinite period, right? कोई period ही नहीं, he is debarred for future promotion, right? कोई specific period is not meant for indefinite period. Then seniority का, right? No use of seniority. Even is no use of seniority, right? Even his name is there on the first. His seniority कोई फायदा नहीं है because the DA has been, right, imposed with the penalty of indefinite period. No use of seniority. उसका seniority रखने का भी कोई फायदा नहीं रहता है. And then another one condition is that if employee is right downgraded to lower grade post, right, lower grade post for specific period, right, specific period. मान लीजिए example one OS, right, is downgraded to senior clerk for 2 years, right? So his seniority will be regained, right? उसको वापस आ जाता है, regained on completion of his penalty period of 2 years, okay? And he can be considered for the promotion and later on par with his even for further promotion also he can be considered, right? And one more thing is that if there is one rule, right, para 214(1) is there in IREM, right, for promotions. This is for the promotion. If junior employee, right, is completed the requisite period of service or residual service or probationary service for further promotion, right? And if the senior is not completed, then senior shall be promoted, right? Promoted on par with his junior. But this is not applicable in case of DR actions, right? So with regard to the seniority on DR cases, if DA is nothing commented on seniority in the penalty order, right, the seniority of the railway servant will be protected. If the employee is debarred for promotion for indefinite period, so seniority में उसका नाम रखने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. If seniority में है तो भी there is no use of his seniority. If employee is downgraded to lower grade post for specific period, example one OS is downgraded to senior clerk for 2 years, his seniority will be regained on completion of his penalty period. Then para number 214 IREM says that एक सेकंड मेरे कॉल आ रहा है, आई विल, हेलो. Okay. So if junior employee is completing his requested period due to various reason, and if senior is not completed, then senior shall also be promoted. But this rule is not applicable in the case of DR action. So this is with regard to the seniority of a railway servant on various occasions. Isra sir, are you there?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir will join, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, please tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. Any queries shall we take, sir?
Yeah, as you wish, sir.
Yeah,
Participants, please raise the hand. Yes, Nehaji, please unmute. Yeah,
सर
please speak. Participants.
गुड इवनिंग सर
yes.
सर अगर किसी को विथ फ्यूचर इफेक्ट 2 साल का इंक्रीमेंट बंद करके उसको पेनल्टी दी जाए और वो सीनियरिटी में आगे है प्रमोशंस में, तो जब उसका वो पीरियड खत्म होगा तब उसको क्या कहते हैं वो सीनियरिटी काउंट होगी?
Yes, ma'am. If nothing is commented by the DA, his seniority will be protected.
देन वो विथ फ्यूचर इफेक्ट है तभी
Even though only that future effect is only for the increments, not to the seniority.
Yeah. Next query, please.
थैंक यू सर.
I want to know about pay fixation from Group C to Group B. Promotion.
हाँ, वो हम पे फिक्सेशन क्लास 1 ले लेंगे.
Okay, thank you,
Sir,
thank you.
sir, good evening, sir. Sir, ये mutual transfer in non-decrement grade sir होता है, जैसे 2 OS तो non-decrement grade है तो उसमें mutual transfer sir हो जाएगा?
मैं समझा नहीं, फिर से पूछिए.
सर जैसे रिक्रूटमेंट ग्रेड होता है, जैसे सीनियर क्लर्क में आरआरबी रिक्रूटमेंट है, ओएस में नहीं है, तो दो ओएस में म्यूचुअल ट्रांसफर सर हो जाएगा?
नहीं, ओएस में म्यूचुअल ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. बोथ शुड बिलोंग्स टू द सेम कम्युनिटी.
यस सर, वही पूछा है, सेम कैटेगरी में हो जाएगा सर?
हाँ, हो जाएगा, सेम कम्युनिटी हो जाएगा. अगर डिफरेंट कम्युनिटी इज देयर, देन दे शुड कम बैक टू द डीआर कोटा ओनली.
सर एक सवाल और है सर, एक सवाल और है, यदि कोई ओएस 5 साल की सर्विस के बाद एक बार एपीओ में एपीआर हो गया है और उसके बाद उसको डीआर एक्शन के तहत सीनियर क्लर्क बना के फिर 2 साल बाद यदि वो सीनियर ओएस में आ जाता है, तो उसको एपीओ में एपीआर होने के लिए सर 5 साल की सर्विस फिर से पूरा करनी पड़ेगी कि वो पिछले बार के
प्रीवियस सर्विस विल आल्सो बी काउंटेड. मगर अगर ड्यूरिंग द पेनाल्टी पीरियड उसको नोटिफिकेशन मिला है जब वो सीनियर क्लर्क का काम कर रहा ना, इफ नोटिफिकेशन इज इश्यूड ड्यूरिंग व्हाइल ही वाज वर्किंग एज ए सीनियर क्लर्क, ही इज नॉट एलिजिबल. वो 2 साल में नॉट एलिजिबल है. उसके बाद उसका हम पूरा सर्विस है, वो 2 साल भी ओएस लाइक ओएस ओनली विल काउंट.
हेलो सर. हेलो.
हाँ जी.
गुड इवनिंग सर. Sir, sir, you said in DR cases, penalty for indefinite period. Sir, in the major penalty, it is said that it will be held for a specified period.
हाँ, स्पेसिफिक पीरियड देना है. अगर कोई डिसिप्लिनरी अथॉरिटी स्पेसिफिक पीरियड नहीं दिया तो देन स्पेसिफिक पीरियड में इंडेफिनिट भी आ जाएगा ना. 10 साल, 5 साल, 20 साल.
It can say indefinite.
नहीं, he can say that I am specifyingly saying that till his retirement he is debarred for future promotion. हो गया, स्पेसिफिक पीरियड ही है ना वो.
जी जी जी. थैंक यू.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
जी
सर, वो सस्पेंशन का कोई इफेक्ट पड़ता है क्या सर सीनियरिटी और सर्विस ब्रेक में?
नो 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 नो. राइट है, ये सस्पेंशन का पीरियड में भी 2 चीज है. राइट, गुड क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली. 1 मिनट में फिर ले रहा हूँ मेरा. लेट मी टेक माय वर्ड फाइल. Okay. Yeah. So सस्पेंशंस आर टू टू दो तरीका रहता है सस्पेंशन पीरियड काउंट करने का। इसमें हम थोड़ा बता देंगे।
Yeah, next one, please.
और एक सर,
एक
और एक
मिनट सर,
क्वेश्चन
एक
सर।
मिनट, एक मिनट, एक मिनट।
Please wait, participants.
हाँ, ओके। सस्पेंशन पीरियड, राइट। सस्पेंशन पीरियड को दो तरीके से कोई कभी कभी ये क्वालिफाइंग सर्विस हो जाता है, राइट, एंड कभी कभी ये नॉन क्वालिफाइंग सर्विस भी होता है, राइट। नॉन क्वालिफाइंग सर्विस भी होता है। एंड आप थंब रूल है, थंब रूल, बेसिक रूल है सस्पेंशन, राइट। बेसिक रूल और कुछ भी, सस्पेंशन shall always follow by major penalty charge sheet, major penalty only, right. The suspension shall always follow by major penalty only, right. If suspension is followed by minor penalty charge sheet, right, or the major penalty is resulted to minor penalty, right, minor penalty or this right, minor penalty, then the entire suspension period, right, will be treated as qualifying service for all the purposes, right. Qualifying service for all the purposes, including pay and allowances, crediting of leave and everything, right. Okay. So if suspension followed by any penalty, the DR shall specifically mention, DA, disciplinary authority, he should specifically mention how to treat that period, whether to treat that period as qualifying service or non-qualifying service, right? Dice non or non-dice. Okay, but this suspension will not affect the seniority of the employee.
सर एक और क्वेश्चन सर,
हाँ,
ये डाउनग्रेड या डिमोशन सेम है क्या सर? और वो अगर
downgrade is the correct word. There is no demotion word.
तो क्या वो दूसरे ग्रेड में होता है सर, लेवल 7 से लेवल 6 या लेवल 6 से
Yes,
लेवल?
yes, yes. This D आपको डाउनग्रेड टू द पोस्ट, अगर आप अपॉइंटमेंट पोस्ट तक ले जा सकते हैं। मान लीजिए कोई एक एम्प्लॉय प्रेजेंटली वर्किंग एज चीफ ओएस, he was appointed as a senior clerk. He can be downgraded as a senior clerk, but he cannot be downgraded as a junior clerk. So the employee on disciplinary action can be downgraded up to the level of his initial appointment grade.
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Yeah,
Good evening,
next
sir.
one, please.
Yes.
Sir, what is ex cadre
Sir,
post, sir?
regarding this batch-wise
हाँ,
seniority.
एक मिनट, एक्स कैडर पोस्ट, राइट। अगर कोई एक मिलिट्री सर्विस में काम करके, मिलिट्री सर्विस में काम करके रिटायर हो गया, हम उसको क्या बोलेंगे? मिलिट्री सर्विस, हाँ, एक्स सर्विसमैन, एक्स सर्विसमैन, बिकॉज ही इज आउट ऑफ सर्विस। लाइक दैट, एक्स कैडर का मतलब है आउट ऑफ द कैडर। आउट ऑफ का द कैडर इंस्ट्रक्टर देख लीजिए, इंस्ट्रक्टर के लिए कोई एवीसी नहीं है, कोई भी आके इंस्ट्रक्टर का काम कर सकते हैं जिसको वो एलिजिबिलिटी कंडीशंस है और ये लेसन्स पढ़ाने का आदत है, टीचिंग का प्रोफेशन उसके पास है, तो ही कैन बी पोस्टेड। सिमिलरली वर्क स्टडी इंस्पेक्टर्स, देर इज नो वर्क स्टडी कैडर, वर्क स्टडी का कोई कैडर नहीं है, कोई भी जा सकते हैं वर्क स्टडी इंस्पेक्टर्स। विजिलेंस इंस्पेक्टर्स, that all are temporary post, like a deputation. वो लोग 4 साल 5 साल कर लेते हैं, फिर वापस उन लोगों का कैडर में आ जाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्स कैडर पोस्ट।
अगर सर कोई 20-25 साल उसी में रह गया, विजिलेंस पोस्ट
नहीं,
में रह
एक्स
गया,
कैडर पोस्ट के लिए स्पेसिफिक इंस्ट्रक्शंस आर देयर, दे कैन नॉट कंटिन्यू इन द सेम पोस्ट फॉर मोर देन 7 years। ज्यादा से ज्यादा वो लोग वहाँ डिप्यूटे, इट इज लाइक डिप्यूटेशन रूल्स ओनली, राइट। दे कैन वर्क फॉर मैक्सिमम 7 years इन देयर एंटायर सर्विस।
डेपुटेशन का भी यही रूल है सर?
सेम डिप्यूटेशन का भी यही है, एट ए स्ट्रेच 5 साल, इनिशियली 5 साल कर सकते हैं, एंड उसके बाद इट कैन बी एक्सटेंडेड अप टू 6 years एंड देन मैक्सिमम 7 years। 7 years के बाद वापस आना ही पड़ेगा वो लोग,
अगर सर
unless until he is permanently absorbed in that cadre, in
यस
that
यस सर,
service or in that organization or something।
तो सर उसमें कैसे एब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं सर? DFCCIL में एक लोग गए थे, उनको 8 साल हो गया सर,
नहीं, दे में भी ऑब्जर्व।
एब्जॉर्ब हो गए सर।
हम्म।
ओके, उनका कुछ
सर
सर
सर आपने अभी मेडिकल डिकैटेगराइजेशन का एक एग्जांपल दिया था जिसमें 2020 में एम्प्लॉय को उसमें अपने पहले इनिशियल यूनिट में उसको पोस्टिंग हुई थी, लेकिन उसकी मेडिकल डिकैटेगराइजेशन 23 में हुआ, लेकिन उसको जो उसकी
हाँ,
सर्विस जो
ये
है 21 से ली है, वो 21 से क्यों ट्रीट की
नहीं,
है?
ये मेडिकल डिकैटेगराइज्ड डेट एंड AEMG डेट, ये बीच में 1 साल है ना मैडम, दिस इज फॉर्चुअस सर्विस।
ओके, आपने वो 1 ईयर लेस कर दिया।
हाँ,
ओके
लेस करके
ओके
मैं 21 से उसको सर्विस काउंट कर रहा हूँ फॉर
ओके
OS।
ओके
So his
ओके ओके सर,
seniority
थैंक यू
will
सर।
be interpolated in OS grade, duly taking his date of entry into level 6 as 1/1/2021।
हेलो, नमस्ते सर।
सर यही पे
सर
जी,
नमस्ते
हेलो
सर।
सर
Sir, as you told on mandatory training post, how the seniority is fixed for the CG appointment staff on par with the direct recruited staff, sir, if they are both undergoing the same training, sir?
so CG appointments, all the CG appointments will be made against the DR quota vacancy only, right? So he will be treated as a RRB candidate, and his seniority will be interpolated as per his merit in the end exam training on par with the RRB candidates।
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes,
Sir, suspension is a non-qualifying service, na, sir?
no, it should be mentioned by the disciplinary authority
Sir.
whether to treat that suspension period as qualifying service or non-qualifying service or leave due to the employee। These are the
Sir,
three
minor
conditions।
penalty होने के बाद only in case of suspension is only applicable, it can be regularized as duty or LAP,
It should
conversion
be,
to LAP.
it shall be regularized as a duty only. Suspension shall always be followed by major penalty।
Sir,
Suspend
what
करा,
about if
if
minor
the
penalty is issued?
huh?
If minor penalty is issued,
Then
then
that period will be treated as a duty for all purposes।
for applying to the discipline authority, na, sir?
No. It is need not to specify by the disciplinary authority. It is a basic and thumb rule that suspension shall always be followed by major penalty. If it is resulted in minor penalty, or if the employee is completely exonerated, right?
Sir, what about dies none, sir? Please clarify.
Dice non and non-dice।
Sir,
हेलो सर
ये पूरा लाटिन वर्ड है, एक हर बार कंफ्यूज करते रहता है, राइट? सो
sir, or एक small query, sir.
so
Senior
dice non
citizen
means it will not be counted as a duty, right? Non qualifying service। dice non का मतलब है non qualifying service
सर वो
and
कब क्रिएट
non
करते हैं
dice
सर?
is a
डाइजनल को
qualifying।
कब क्रिएट करते हैं?
हाँ?
डाइजनल का केस सिचुएशन कब अराइज होता है सर?
नहीं, ये क्वालिफाइंग नॉन क्वालिफाइंग सर्विस को ही वो डीआर रूल्स में दे आर सेइंग दैट इफ द एम्प्लॉय इज सस्पेंडेड and issued with the major penalty only, and the disciplinary authority has advised or ordered to treat that period as a dies non.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, only small query, sir.
हेलो सर
सीनियर टेक्नीशियन तो जेई आप जो बोल रहे थे, सर वो तो आपका तो डिपार्टमेंटल डीपीक्यू कोटा है
Sir, right. When promotion is issued, promotion में panel seniority should be maintained, right?
हाँ सर, लेकिन आप बोल रहे थे टू
नहीं,
कैंडिडेट
no,
सिक्योर
no,
द
no, no.
सेम मार्क्ड इन द एंड एग्जाम.
नहीं, that will be when it is mixed with the DR candidates. अगर जेई डीआर कैंडिडेट्स मेरे को 15 लोग आ गया, जेई डीआर कैंडिडेट्स 15 members are there, right? Then promoted DR candidates also, promoted JE candidates also 15 are there. Same batch 30 batch गए थे, right? So 30 batch में, so for JE promote is panel seniority में, panel seniority only, right? For these people end exam merit. Okay, so first I have to fix one JE PR, right? One PR as per the panel only, right? And one DR as per the merit.
Is it applicable for GDC, sir?
Yes, GDC also.
Some candidates are applying through department for GDC through direct recruitment कोटा sir, DRQ.
I think GDC will be treated as a RRB only.
हाँ सर, आरआरबी में जो डिपार्टमेंट वाला जो थ्रू जीडीसी से अप्लाई करते हैं तब सीनियरिटी कैसे फिक्स होगा?
GDC nothing but RRB only. So we will take them. Why? Because that GDC for MSCP purpose we will count that promotion as one promotion, but for seniority purpose they will be treated as a RRB candidate only.
Okay sir, okay. Thank you sir.
सर अगर कोई जेई आया हुआ है सर और उसने बीटेक किया हुआ है और जब उसका म्यूचुअल क्या एसएससी के साथ हो सकता है क्या, अगर वो एसएससी बन गया है अपने डिवीजन में?
नहीं, म्यूचुअल में हम कोई क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं देखते. म्यूचुअल में डीआर कोटा क्वालिफिकेशन और मिनिमम क्वालिफिकेशन इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, म्यूचुअल के लिए अगर देर इज नो डीआर कोटा एलिमेंट, सेम कम्युनिटी वाला रहना है. इफ देर इज अ डीआर कोटा एलिमेंट इज देयर, both should exchange on bottom seniority only. There is no relevance with regard to the qualification.
म्यूचुअल में सर एक दूसरे का सीनियरिटी मिल जाती है ना सर?
सीनियरिटी, हाँ
सर ऑन रिक्वेस्ट ट्रांसफर में
हेलो
सर सर
ऑन रिक्वेस्ट
म्यूचुअल में
ट्रांसफर में मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया सर्विस 5 ईयर से 10 इयर्स कर दिया गया था ना सर?
नहीं, 10 years नहीं किया है वो. 10 years is threshold value है, right? When if there are more than 10% of vacancies existing in the cadre, then you should not consider their IRRT.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, as I tell, RB letter 40/2008, it is only for own request or mutual transfer, sir, related to?
It is because it is mentioned as only for own request transfers, but it should be क्या बोले तो I think it is applicable for the mutual transfer where bottom seniority is fixed, but in letter it is clearly mentioned own request only.
Okay, sir, one more doubt, sir. After we transfer another zone by mutual transfer, downgrade, first we what appointment, the same will be downgrade, sir, or either आने के बाद?
मैं समझा नहीं. What is your question?
Suppose we transfer one zone to another zone after mutual transfer. In DAR punishment, we downgrade what we join first initial appointment that.
Initial appointment, not the grade you have appointed in this railway.
Okay, sir.
हेलो सर
Initial appointment.
हेलो सर जे में हेलो
जी जी.
हेलो सर जे में जो रिक्रूटमेंट होती है सर
जेई समझा नहीं क्वेश्चन.
Sir, when actually in the accounts department from Southwestern Railway, Hubli to Southern Railway, suppose he is working AA, and request transfer he came to Southern Railway, he will be taken back in